Do you want to know how you can brood your chicks safely using sawdust? Don't worry, in this video I'll be sharing with you how you can brood your chicks safely with sawdust. I'm Chijendu Ryan. Welcome back to my channel. Um, how I used to do it, as in me personally, how I used to use sawdust and brooding is for the first 3 days, at times 4 or 5 days, I will place carton. They must be on carton. The sawdust will be underneath the carton. My reason is because for the first 3 days, at least 3 days, they can't differentiate between feed and dogs, and so I usually place the carton for them to know the feed and pick only the feed. So after the first 3 or 5 days, I will now remove the carton. Reason is because most times the carton gets wet. The carton gets wet very easily, most especially if you're using a small space for brooding. The carton gets wet very easily. So, but when I remove the carton, I get the plastic tray feeder that I usually use for them, and turn it upside down and place their drinker on top of it. My reason is because if you place your drinker, as in their drinker, on the floor on that sawdust directly, ah it's as in it's very bad. I mean, it's very bad because when they do dust baths, they will fill the whole drinker with dust, which is unhealthy for them. This is how I used to do it for some time now, and it has been working for me. It has really been working for me. Then another thing is when sprinkling dust, just try to bring your hand down, as in when you want to change their bedding, as in the sawdust. Make sure you bring your hand down. But before changing their bedding, because they are very small, it should take at least 1 week. So by then they have grown a bit. At times I used to change my, when after I remove the carton, at 3 to 5 days, then changing of their bedding will be around 2 weeks, as in 2 weeks, or a weekend, 4 or 5 days. Then I will change the the sawdust. But when changing the sawdust, I used to bring my hands down to avoid all these dust particles. I've been using it and it has been working for me. No CLD, because this is the fear of most people: CLD, CLD, CLD. But you always notice that after you change your bedding, as in after you change the sawdust, for a few days they will be sneezing, and most especially when they are still small. For that 5 days to like 1 week plus, they will be sneezing whenever you wake them up, as in whenever they wake up, because they normally put their nose inside the dust. So that is not a problem. I've witnessed it several times, and at the earlier days of my poultry journey, I used to give them CLD drug. But as time goes on, I only give them drug when I start hearing sound like frog. Then I will know that it's no longer the dust. Then I need to treat CLD. But if I didn't hear any frog sound for that day old, no need for CLD. And for some batches now, like 3, 4, 5 batches now, I haven't given them CLD during brooding. I do raise a roast 08 aggregate. If you're in Nigeria, I do raise a aggregate mainly. I've tried Coop 500 Zatek once, and I had some challenges, but I will still try it again anyway. I believe you've seen how you can use sawdust safely for brooding, but I will always advise you as a brother and as a friend. You can do this thing. You can do this on your own. Just always pray and ask for the guidance of the Holy Spirit to direct your step, to tell you what to do and when to do them, to be with you. The bedding is not the most important thing. You can get the bedding right, you can do everything right, then something might come up and wipe the whole flock. Thank you. I love you.